Hey sis, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you are having a fabulous start to your day, or if you're watching this in the replay, hope you had a great day. This is Myelin, founder of Womb, your favorite accountability coach, and we have so many things going on this week, so I wanted to make sure I jump in and not forget to make sure you remember that today is Wednesday, hump day. And, Wednesday, for those who are focusing on your easy as pie progress this week, you have two tasks. So, Tuesday and Wednesday is your double day. So make sure you've put aside time this evening to get two more steps done in your objective. You're almost there. Tomorrow, we start wrapping everything up. So make sure that you have gotten that done today. Remember, Wednesday is a double task day. Don't put it off until tomorrow, because then you're going to need even more time to finish up. And that's not what we do, right? So make sure you get your two tasks done for your objective today, and I can't wait to hear about them tomorrow evening. All right. Today, ladies, we have a very special Zoom training. Actually, it's not a training, it's more of an info session. We have our open membership window this week. And this week, you're actually able to become a member of Womb, really get into your plans. So tonight, we're focusing on two groups of people. Yesterday, we talked to our launchers, those who are looking to start a business. Tonight, however, we are focusing on those of you who are already in business and you're in two different stages. We have two different stages of sisters we're talking to tonight. Our starters, means you're brand new in business, but you've gotten some of your systems going. You got a couple of customers already, but you haven't made your first $500 month yet, right? That $500 month is seriously your first milestone to know, what, this is something I can do. This is something that's actually going to bring some more money into my household, and you're excited to get to that first $500 month. And then the next stage is our first $3,000 month, right? And that's the point when you're like, I might be able to go full time with this thing, right? So we're going to have a conversation this evening to folks in both of those stages, your first $500 month milestone, your first $3,000 month milestone, and how this summer that can happen. So if you haven't hit your first $500 month, you need to tune in this evening. Register. The link is in the title. Register with us this evening. If you haven't had your first $3,000 month, trust me, that's such a good feeling. I'm telling you right now. And we want to make sure you get to that this summer. We're going to help you get through those stages this summer. All right. So make sure that you register. The link is in the title, and we're going to be talking about these two particular stages in Womb, really who you are. And look, we have been there. Those of us who are going to be having this conversation, I'm going to be facilitating it. We have already been in this place where you're trying to get your business to really make an impact on your income. You're trying to make sure that your business, if you go into your business, you're excited about it. You have this thing that you want to show the world and you want to change the community, but you also went into business because you want to be able to have more choices for yourself, for your family. You want to be able to go on more vacations. You want to pay off that daggone student debt. You experience what it's like to have your kids at home, and you want to be able to do more of that. Some of you are like, no, Maya, they need to go back to school. I get it. But you want to have that choice, right? And so that takes more income. And whatever you're doing now for your job, for whatever reason, that wasn't enough. And so you have this business now that really is your own personal ATM. You are in charge of the income that now comes in. And so we're excited to be able to say, you know what? We know how you're going to get there because we've already done it, right? We've already hit our first $500 month. We already had our first $3,000 month. We know how to get there. We want to show you what you can do and it doesn't take Look, y'all, it doesn't take 90 years to make a $3,000. It really doesn't. All right. Because and those are just our first couple of stages. We have our members who are working towards 8334. We have our members who are working towards their first 6-figure year. We have our members who are working towards their first 6-figure month, right? But I want to talk to the folks. That sounds good, right? And sometimes we talk about that a lot. We talk about, hitting those 6 figures, and that sounds good. But in the reality, I know most of you are trying to get to these first couple of stages. Like I want to talk about 6 figures, but let me get to $500 first. Let me get to $3,000 first. So I totally get that. And we want to have those conversations. For whatever reason, we talk about wealth conversations. We always talk about the bigger numbers, the 6 figures, the 7 figures, the 8 figures. But I know that most of you whether you're watching, from our sisterpreneur group, or you're on our business page, or maybe you're a friend of mine and you're watching on my profile, I know most of you are like, look, can I just get an extra $1,000 every month? Can I get an extra $2,000 every month? How much of a difference would that make in your life, and for your family, for your debt, pay off that car faster, just to be able to breathe a little bit, right? So please make sure you register. We're going to have this conversation tonight. Make sure you register for tonight's info session. It's not, it's funny, I have like a PowerPoint that we'll go through, whatever, but it's going to be more of a conversation than it's going to be just, me showing you some slides from Womb, because it's really important to understand what you're able to do in a short period of time. And you're probably you're missing a few steps. You're missing a few strategies. You're missing the ability to just look at it as a bigger picture and plan it out. It requires planning. It's not going to happen by osmosis, baby. It's just not going to happen by osmosis, right? So make sure that you register. It is a super long link. That's why I don't have it scrolling across the screen, but it is in the title. If you're in our sisterpreneur group, you can go to our events page, and we have the link in there as well. All right. You may have gotten an email from me this morning too with the link there, but go ahead and register so that you can get this, and so we can have this conversation, because I already know what you're looking for, because you already told me. We've done all kinds of surveys. We've done all kinds of social media posts. You've already told me, Maya, I have this, but this is what I'm missing. And I'm like, all right, well, that's what we do, right? So let us help you out. I cannot wait for us to have this conversation tonight. Invite a friend. Feel free to share the information with someone. So again, we can start to. I'm really over, theory. I am a person that give me a solution. Tell me what to do so I can A, B, C, and D and get it done. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but that is how I operate. I don't need, bells and whistles. Tell me what to do so I can do more for myself and for my family. So I can't wait to have these conversations with you guys tonight. All right. It is 12:10. So we are, a little more than 6 hours away, so make sure that you register. It's a Zoom event, all right, and when you register, it is going to ask you for your phone number, because I'm going to send out a reminder about an hour ahead of time, and I'll see you guys tonight at 7 o'clock, all right? Be blessed and be a blessing, and don't forget, we got to do the work, sis. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you at 7 p.m.